Alrighty, we've got some new journals in the shop, so I thought I'd do a quick video. These were made with file folders and painted up. I made some beads out of some paper that's in here, and if you follow my videos, these are part of the ones that I challenged myself to make with stuff from the Dollar Tree. And then afterwards, then I came and embellished it with other things that I had. So I ended up just finishing these off to be sort of like a glue book, like the black and white ones that I make, and then with a big hint of red. Usually it's a little bit. Yeah, now it's the whole cover. But here's a postcard that I put here in the front, and the file folders all been painted red. I've included a lot of things that can be used if you're going to turn this into a glue book. I have a lot of black and white papers and images that I've included. This came from a coloring book for Mandela. All black and white. And then here are some pockets, and then some more black and white postcards that I put in here. So you can keep your supplies all in little pockets while you're working on your pages. And back here are some more that you can work on. And the way I put them in is they're just kind of free floating in here. So you can, if you're going to work with wet medium, you can take them out and work on them and put them back, or you can add papers to it if you want to have more pages. I've also included a bunch of goodies to play with, black and white pictures from some of my magazines that I have, my black and white photography magazines. So I've taken different pages out of there. I had some leftover stuff from my Frida journals that I did over the summer, and so last summer. So there's some scraps of that left over if you want to go in that direction. There's a napkin. More leftover printouts that I had from the other journal, and some stamping I did with those stamps that we made. And so lots of stuff for you to be able to use in the journal. All right. And this is embossed. This is a peacock feather. Not sure if you can see that on the white. So this one is number 1. I have 2 of these. So it's number 1. Number 2, it's made exactly the same way. The only difference would be, you know, the pages. Because it came out of the same book, and of course they do not duplicate it. I don't think any of them are. I didn't double check, but I don't think so. They're all different. And some postcards. And a postcard. And some scraps. And then a nice bundle just like the other one has. Lots of black and white and some of the leftovers from Frida. So that's number 2. Okay. Next. Some of you saw me making this. It was just like the book that I boiled on another one. On another one I'll show you in a second. It was a cream colored book, and I painted it up with some black paint and kind of distressed it a little bit. Used the cover to those mandalas that's in the black and white one, and then some bandana and some fun stuff. So, oh, there's my little doggy. Hold on. Big dog, I should say. I left the door open. Okay. I put in bandana. I forgot what I was talking about. I put the bandana in here also as part of the binding. And I used a lot of construction paper to do the eco printing, and also I used a lot of the file folders. So you'll see a lot of that through here with pieces of the bandana and leftovers from the Frida project. Some fabrics. I used some of the wings that we were working with the Santos dolls. Leftover fabric from when we did it last summer or last spring. I don't remember when we did it. A year ago. That's all I know. But I really like how all the construction paper turned out with the eco printing. It was really cool. It transferred different colors from one page to the other. I really liked it. Oops. Slow down, Rosemary. Again, these are all scraps from the fabric that we used. It was a really cool piece of fabric that had all kinds of Frida stuff on there. This was made from that stamp that we did together. Handmade stamp. And there you go. And then all these little small pieces that we had from the Santos doll, I just pinned them on here to the sides. Sort of like I did the typewriter journals. And then I have a bag full of leftover kind of yumminess for you guys to play with. Some of them are the printouts that I had left over. Some are some collages that I was going to put in one of the Frida journals. They never made it in, but I thought maybe you guys would want to play with them. I have a whole handful of those and leftover pieces of fabric. Some of those banners that we used to make some stamps. Those are cool. Some of the papers that were in those paper packs I got from the Dollar Tree. These are some of the jelly prints I did on the black paper. I thought those would look really cool in there. And then just some more leftovers and goodies that you can play with in your journal. You cannot say, but I don't have anything to put in a Frida journal. Oh, yes, you do. So that will all come together with that journal. Oh, well, I'll put that back later. Okay, Frida. There's two of them, actually. These are the ones that I challenged myself and then finished them and then filled them up with my leftover stuff like I usually do. So we'll do this one first. This one is an eco-printed cover on the front and the back. And then I got, forget how many signatures I have on this one, like 4 or 5. We'll see as we go along. Then in the front, I have some dried flowers that I have attached to the top with just some candle wax from the Dollar Tree. So most of these pages are either, again, file folders or construction paper. Most of them, with a few other things thrown in. And like I said, I threw in leftovers from other projects that I thought went with the theme of more of a nature theme. These came out of one of the books that we played with. I made some envelopes from the pages of the book. And these are my dried flowers. This just has little, it's just for the cute factor. Little places to put little specimens in there if you dry little flowers, or like me, find little dead bugs. Postcard made from the book. There's a lot of places to do extensive journaling, or if you like to art, you know, if you're a sketcher, a gluer, whatever it is you choose to do in here, there is all kinds of room for that. Some more dried flowers. This came from the paper pack that I got from the Dollar Tree. Really nice feeling paper. Put some of my dried flowers on there. Interior pages of the original book. A little more of my weeds. I'm proud of my weeds. Some more dried flowers. Put on an envelope. Envelope has, most of those envelopes have a little bit of the nice paper. Some handmade papers that were in that bundle. Some more of my dried flowers. More cuteness. Never underestimate the cute factor. And then you're going to get a bundle. I went through all of my stash of things that are leftovers from other botanical type projects I've had. And so you get a nice bundle to add into your book. Then the other one, I lean toward travel. This one also was eco-printed, and the interior, and it has a lot of the same types of papers and eco-printing, but the papers and the cards I put in there leaned more toward travel. So I put some stamps here and there, and some of the letters that were in that book. And this all opens up, a lot of space. Some things that I had printed on vellum for another project, so I thought that would be nice there. This came from the book. These are from the paper pack that I printed. And more of my dried flowers. Cool paper. A letter. Some stamps for the travel theme. Postcard. More postcards, more envelopes. I like that little guy. Oops, close it up. Another envelope. Some of the postcards that were in the book. Uh-oh. Boomerang. Boomerang. And then here is a nice little bundle with some maps and pictures and things to put inside of the journal. So, you guys have plenty to choose from if you are in the market for a new journal and whatever you're looking for, whether it's Frida, whether it's nature, travel, or black and white, plenty to choose from. You know the spiel. They all need a new home. And I think it's your home.